With an update on Buddy Matthews potentially departing AEW and more, this is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report for September 26th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. On the Dynamite Download podcast, TNT champion Wardlow had this to say about MJF. Aw, Max. So, I'm man enough to admit that Max is very good at what he does, clearly. It doesn't take away from the fact that he is truly, wholeheartedly, a piece of People really have no idea. People have no clue. For the people that think it's like, oh, he never turns it off. He's just really good at his gimmick. No, it doesn't turn off because it's who he is. And then the people that are like, oh, no, they're so blind. They're so stupid, dude. Talking about the maximum male models on his podcast, former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. said it was funny to see Braun destroy all of MMM. Because I hate MMM. I hate everything about them. I just want LA Knight to be LA Knight and be awesome the way he was in NXT. Recalling the biggest announcement during his time as a pro wrestling announcer, Justin Roberts said on Talk is Jericho, "I'd say my biggest announcement in WWE was Brock Lesnar beating Taker for the streak. That was the biggest announcement I ever made that got the smallest reaction." While it was previously reported that WWE had no immediate plans for Veer Mahaan, he would reunite with Sangha to reform his tag team on NXT. As the Observer pointed out, that I kinda heard that they're going to bring Indus Sher up to the main roster as a team. When a fan online mentioned adding Ricky Starks to the Pillars when referring to AEW's future, Starks would respond writing, "Sorry, I don't wish to be involved in any Pillar talk. We're way past that convo. You can leave it to those guys to be enclosed by those definitions. I stand alone, Island supporting himself. Your sentiments of me being a phenomenal talent, though, is much appreciated." Taking to the Keeping It 100 podcast, Disco Inferno criticized AEW for their recent debut of former WWE star Paige, saying everybody's popping about how great the pop was, but I'm sorry. I'd rather a girl come out and make more of an impactful entrance and do something, challenge, verbals, or something there, but her walking out while we are supposed to be, oh my god, this is unbelievable, whatever. With Scarlett's Fireball not going to plan on Smackdown, Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross ended up having to improvise. Now, PW Insider has also noted that the word making the rounds is that McIntyre has been very ill with bad food poisoning, but gutted his way through Smackdown, including getting an IV treatment to help him get through the show. But the company made the decision to pull him from the road so he could rest. They tapped Braun Strowman to make the Smackdown live events this weekend in McIntyre's place, surprising fans with Braun's first live event since returning to the company. The Wrestling Observer would also add that he's better in the sense, I don't want to say all the way better, but he's hopeful that he'll be good enough to go to the gym tomorrow. He was able to eat food today, which I think is the first day he could. Unless there's a relapse or something, he's got midweek media in San Antonio for the Royal Rumble. The thought is that he'll be there and on TV and house shows starting Friday. He's a trooper for going to SmackDown on Friday. He was scripted into a big angle. It's a real big deal for Karrion Kross, this thing. It's not make or break, but it's the angle leading to it and everything like this. With many in the wrestling community taking to Twitter to reveal that they had been blocked by Teddy Long, it turns out he was hacked as Long took to Instagram to share this video.
Hey, what's up, players? WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. Just wanted to get on here this morning and let everybody know, as you know, I'm right here at LA Fitness, my second home. Somebody hacked my Twitter account. I have no idea who it was. I think it was somebody that I blocked. that was mad because I blocked them, and then they wanted to hack my shit and block everybody else. Well, I want to thank them because the first thing they did, they got me trending. So this is like the third time I've ever been trending. So that tells me, Teddy Long, you still got it. But let me explain this to you, players. I didn't block anybody. Like I said, it might have been that person that hacked me. I might have blocked him, and you can see why I blocked him. So my Twitter is verified, so I didn't block anybody. So I don't want y'all mad at me, and I'll be coming maybe next week. We'll talk further about this. I'll be doing maybe a couple of podcasts, and we'll be talking more about it. But I didn't block anybody, so I'm letting y'all know it was not me. My Twitter was hacked, and players, I love all y'all. All right, let me try to get this workout in, and I'm gonna give you a little peep here. I'm getting ready to do some ab work, and let's see here. We got about 295 there. So we got 295 pounds on the ab machine here, so we're gonna get ready to do that. All right, like I said, just wanted to clear the air. I didn't block it. It wouldn't mean somebody hacked my shit, so y'all keep it sweet today and stay safe. Holla at a player.
Talking about Vince McMahon retiring as chairman and CEO of WWE, Rob Van Dam said this about returning to the company on Rene Dupree's podcast. Do I like that Vince is no longer with WWE? No. I personally don't think there's anything in it for me because Vince was a friend, and there's no reason for me to believe at this point that the current guy that's running things has any more interest in me than Vince did. For those reasons, just from my selfish perspective, I think it was better for me when Vince was there. When they're in town, I don't even know who to visit. If they were in Vegas, if I stopped by normally, it would have been to see Vince, maybe Booker T, maybe Paul Heyman if they were there, maybe even Johnny Laurinaitis. Not so much that I would go there just to say hi to him, because he's political like everyone else. With Austin Theory losing to Kevin Owens on Raw last week and being beaten down by Johnny Gargano after, Jim Cornette noted on his podcast how Theory may have upset a higher-up. The one undisputed thing that poor billionaire Vince was doing when he lost his mind was trying to push Austin Theory and make him one of the next top guys. He was the hand-picked protege of the chairman. He was in all the promos. Even if some of the creative was caca, they were trying. Apparently, Austin Theory has pissed somebody off. I don't know what the issue is, especially Triple H being more inclined to push guys that can work and look like stars, more serious, and less of the goofy stuff that Vince was into. Theory can't beat a rug no more. Something's going on. Either just because there's backlash because he was Vince's guy, or he pissed somebody off. Nobody that has any knowledge of pro wrestling can overlook that this guy's work is tremendous for his age, and his personality and promos for his level of experience of being that young. Something else is going on. As it was rumored that AEW stars had asked for their release along with Malachi Black, the Wrestling Observer's Ryan Frederick would report that Miro does not want to go back. The only guys that really want to go back are the ones who have significant others with the other company. Talking about a few stories emerging backstage in AEW regarding former women's champion Britt Baker, Brad Shepard revealed on the Wrestling Informer show, "I've been hearing about Britt Baker and her locker room behavior with the women, and a lot of women in AEW don't like her. She's very rude. She's backstabbing. She's doing the political game. So she was just rude to everybody and had a lot of heat amongst the women in the AEW locker room. They, at one point, had gone to Tony Khan complaining about Baker, and he basically sided with Britt. One of her biggest deals has been her sort of real-life dislike of Thunder Rosa. That's a very real thing. Thunder Rosa has been off, and if you only believe it's because of a back injury, then I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you. There are a lot of problems with Britt Baker in AEW, and a lot of people are puzzled by the push of Britt Baker, what they're doing versus what they're doing with Thunder Rosa. They have actually gone out of their way to make her look pretty weak and really bad. There's a lot of drama in the women's locker room, and a lot of it stems around Britt Baker." When it comes to the potential release of Buddy Matthews from AEW, Fightful reported that after the New York City tapings, one source said they believed it was Buddy's last night, but that hasn't been confirmed. It was said that Great Muda's spot at Grand Slam was done to write Buddy off TV, and during the Fight Life Pro Wrestling show, he said this to the audience. Tonight, I'm going to be the bearer of some unfortunate news. As everyone knows, the House of Black has had some issues lately. As all the members of the House, I speak beyond the wall, we want to thank you all for being members of the House. Unfortunately, I, like some of the other members, need to go away for a while. I need to recalibrate. I need to figure out some things. As my brother Malachi once said, this isn't goodbye, this is see you later. This seems to be a similar case to Malachi Black, who as we know now received a conditional release from the company. Still, Buddy took to Twitter to post a gif with the word fake, possibly indicating reports of his departure being inaccurate. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer added, I know a lot of the talent did not know of any of this until today. It's not like word was going around on Wednesday when they taped, that the word was going around that this is Buddy's last match or anything like that. You know, they didn't really know anything. Fellow House of Black member Brody King would also take to Twitter to make it clear that he is not leaving AEW. Speaking about this situation more, Dave Meltzer noted in The Observer that regarding Buddy Matthews, AEW has made no comment on the situation. It appears to be a situation similar to Malachi Black, but there is nothing on his getting a release at this point. He did an independent show for Fight Life Pro last night and said basically the same thing Black said, that he is going away for a while, needs to recalibrate, and it's not goodbye, it's see you later. In this case, there is no confirmation of a release, although just about everyone figures he's got a long-term deal, wants to go back to WWE, and has to work something out to do so. We were also told Tony Khan is not hot on releasing people to go to WWE, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But there is a feeling he and Black are done in AEW, and for certain, both are gone for now, meaning Brody King is likely a single with Julia Hart. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.